Hey, what up? I'm back. I wanted to show you all something today. There is a supermarket chain in the northeast of England called Heron Foods, and it is kind of the single cheapest place you can buy any kind of food in the UK. They have a lot of like end of the line stuff, things that didn't sell well, kind of off-brand stuff. If a brand tried to introduce something new and it didn't work, it kind of ends up there. So I wanted to see what were the most cursed items in Britain's cheapest supermarket. I went yesterday and there's my receipt. I bought a couple things and I want to try them today. I think I spent a total of £7.83 and that included a pint of milk that was just for me. It really is that cheap. Up first we have an XL thin and crispy chicken pizza. This was a grand total of 59p for a frozen pizza. I mean, even a small, bad frozen pizza, never this cheap. You're going to be looking at like the absolute cheapest, like 89p to a pound, something kind of like this anywhere else. I mean, it does look slightly depressing. Alright, we're going to put that in, we'll see how that goes. So I have my chicken pizza. I mean, it doesn't look much worse than a lot of frozen pizzas. It just looks kind of dry and grim, and the toppings look kind of sad. I mean, we have some very like anemic looking chicken. Looks like there's some kind of, what I hope is some kind of spinach, or it might be like garlic butter. Cheese looks okay, it just looks a bit sad, that's the only thing. Well, I'll tell you what, while I'm waiting for that to cool down, I'll have a little sip of my aperitif to go with this. I have Rubicon, which I don't like anyway, Street Drinks, Mexican inspired, agua fresca, watermelon, lime and mint. I've just been in America for a month. I had some amazing Mexican food, I had some great agua frescas. I'm pretty sure this ain't gonna be it. This was 20p a can. Normally anything Rubicon's like about 60p. Well, shoe nice. Oh, it's like still. Oh, that's really disgusting. Oh, I can't taste the watermelon at all. It just tastes like somebody poured mint sauce into water and added a bit of sugar. Absolutely no idea who would ever drink that. Gonna hit a slice of my little pizza. 59p. Yeah, that green stuff is like really bad garlic butter. The texture of the pizza is horrible. It's just really spongy and disgusting. It's not crisp on the bottom, even though it's cooked properly. It's just kind of like doughy in the middle, and the chicken's really mushy and just watery. Yeah, the chicken just tastes like water. Like it's really just soft and just kind of like so mind-numbingly bland. Like it tastes like the chicken has been taken off of a carcass that's been boiled. It's got like a piece of grit. There's something gross in my mouth there. That makes me hate pizza. Let's get rid of this. Up next we have the slightly cursed named MJ's Diner Meatballs, Chips and Tomato Sauce. Let me kind of give that a shake so you can see what's going on in there. So you've got a couple crinkle cut chips, some very grey looking meatballs, and like a little sachet of what I can only hope is ketchup. Again, this was £1. That's quite a lot of food for £1. Wonder what the meatballs are made of. Are they beef or pork? So they are chicken and pork meatballs, so no beef, so... Alright, cool. I'll whack this in the oven and we'll see how this goes. I just opened the meatballs up before I put them in the oven, and I had to bring it back for another shot here. That is some of the greyest, most depressing looking meat I've ever seen. I don't know if they're going to be par cooked or raw, but... Whew. So I have my meatballs, they've just come out the oven. They have a really quite disgusting like burnt pork fat, like pork skin kind of smell to them. While that's just cooling down, I'm just going to pour myself a nice glass of Coca-Cola Zero Cinnamon Festive Edition with some Christmas trees on it. So this goes off on the 31st of May, so again, end of the line. Normally a Coca-Cola this size would be about £1.25. This was 60p, again, super cheap. I actually had that Diet Coke Wild Cherry, and it just tasted like somebody just dropped raw cinnamon into the bottle. Like, you're doing the Coca-Cola Cinnamon Challenge. It was truly bleak. Oh, the meatballs smell so bad. It just smells really rank. It smells like if you took like a dog rawhide chew and just burned it with a blowtorch. Alright, here we go. Tastes like Christmas. It's not quite as offensive as the Diet Coke Fiery Cherry, which has cinnamon in it, but still, it's really strong. That's not a subtle flavour at all, and you still get that kind of hitting the back of your throat feeling from the cinnamon. Ooh, nah, that's a bad one, Coca-Cola. It's time to stop. Like, nah. I'm putting this off. I mean, you saw how grey it was when it went in. Here is how grey it looks now it's come out. I can only assume these are the worst bits of pork and chicken that money can buy. I decided to go and dry with this, like as nature intended, no ketchup, no salt, pepper. I gotta take this raw style, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, it looks like it looks like E.T.'s nutsack. This is just disgusting. Look at that, it's so rank. Oh my god. It's so spongy. It tastes like a yoga mat. My stomach does not feel good. Right. Let's go for a chip. These chips look done. They look kind of cooked, but they're still kind of soggy. Probably because they've been sitting in the meatball grease. Horrible, just really just bad, low quality chips. Let's hit the cursed meatball and chip combo. So bad. That is truly revolting. That's one of the worst things I've ever eaten. I don't know why anyone would purposefully eat this. I mean, just by looking at that, you know that's not right. Surely for £1 there are better options than this. Like, I don't know how anyone could stomach the whole meal, the whole tray of this, even for £1. Let's move on. So I just realised, unfortunately, I didn't try the tomato sauce that came with the meatballs, so maybe I've been missing out. Maybe I've been doing this all wrong. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh my god, just liquid. About like 3 tablespoons of water just leaked out, and it's still, oh my god, it's just liquid. It's just all separated. Oh no. Ooh, woof. So it looks like some kind of very cheap marinara kind of thing. Let's try a little bit of that, hang on. Really bitter marinara. If it's alright, I'd like to not combine the meatballs with the sauce. I don't want to eat any more of this. Like, give me the Gordon Ramsay, please don't make me eat any more of this. You know, it's not just cursed random products that end up in Heron Foods. Big brands sometimes make horrible products that end up there too. So we have Walker's Max Strong, perfect with beer, wasabi flavoured potato chips. I mean, I think Walker's are the same as Lay's. For Americans, I think it's the same company. All the kind of classic flavours they make are fine. Like, UK has different flavours. We have like salt and vinegar, cheese and onion. Anything they do that's not their classic flavours has always been terrible. Like, I remember as a kid getting these weird, horrible Walkers. I've seen these, they've been in there for a while. Every time I've been in there, they've had these crisps, and I've not bought them because they look horrible. These were 30p for a bag, while a normal packet of crisps this side run you about 50 to 60p. They had an offer on where you get like 5 or 6 of them for £1, so they really were cheap. Smell fine. They look kind of green. These are supposed to be extra hot. We definitely don't have any kind of spicy crisps in the United Kingdom. They just, like, those like bright red ones, doesn't exist. Like, there's nothing even 1/10 as spicy as like a hot Cheeto. These are supposed to be extra hot. They're not hot at all. They just kind of taste like horseradish. And yeah, these go off on the 25th of May, so this is an end of the line product. These haven't sold somewhere else, so they've shipped them here to try and just clear them out at a bargain price. They're not awful, but I don't know who would ever buy these. They just aren't very nice. Okay, so what do you do if you don't like grey meat? You're not down with cheese. What do you do if you live near a Heron Foods and you're a vegan? They got you covered, don't worry. So, rocking in a mighty 40 pence, we have 100% raw vegan balls made by Greens with Benefits. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so these are, let me have a look at the packet. 100% raw vegan balls, beetroot flavour, 6 natural dried fruit snacks. They're 1 of your 5 a day, gluten-free, and no added sugar. So they look kind of like, you ever see that thing where you take like poo-poo and you make it into a perfect smooth ball. I think it was on like Mythbusters once. That's what this looks like. Okay, let's give it a try. Yeah, that's basically fine. I mean, it's basically like a bunch of raisins and dates with a tiny hint of beetroot shoved in there, all mashed up. I mean, it's not the most complex flavour. I'll take that as a snack for 40p. Can't fault that. Okay, this is probably the one I'm dreading the most. Which is saying something after what we've had so far. 2 Babek microwavable doner kebabs in a roll. Do they even come with chili sauce? I really hope so. Frozen, goes straight in the microwave. Oh no. No, dude. Oh my god. Oh, that looks so grim. It's just grey. So it's got what looks like a little bit of some very like desiccated onion in there, and it has a little sachet of chili sauce. Alright, let's go whack that in the microwave. I'll put the chili sauce on it, because what's a kebab without chili sauce? I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, this is it. I'm dreading this, to be honest. So we have a hot, steamy, nasty microwavable kebab. Well, not meat these are even made out of. I don't think it's going to be lamb. Mechanically separated chicken, 55%, beef 20%, lamb 4%. So there is some beef in it, but the majority of this is chicken. Again, it's just grey. It looks like an insole from a really old pair of shoes that's just been removed and put in a pita bread. Alright, let's go with some chili sauce, because like I said earlier, what's a kebab without chili sauce, you know what I'm saying? Let's go for both of them, see if it can kind of, oh my god, kill whatever's in this thing. Bruh. Oh, I already regret this. Oh my god, what have I done? Yeah, that's rough. It's like soggy. Like whenever you put these things in the microwave, the steam just seeps into the bread and it just makes it really just wet. Ugh. That's really rough. I mean, the onion's just like these little dehydrated just kind of things. Chili sauce is alright. Chili sauce is helping. I would not like to eat this without chili sauce. I'll take one more bite. Yeah, that's gross. Again, the meat is like super low quality. It says mechanically separated chicken, so that's going to be all the bad bits. I mean, if that's mostly chicken, it should not be that colour. It's like really grey. Okay, right. I need a palate cleanser. Let's move on. So yeah, after all that meat, I need something a little bit kind of sweet to cleanse my palate. I have these Frutella jelly foams, 30% less sugar. These were 60p. Usually anything like this is going to be at least £1, usually 150. But a lot of like sweet companies are getting into, there's a whole like tirade against sugar at the moment in the UK, which is generally quite good for people's health. Honestly, all the reduced sugar sweets I've had have just been bad and almost as many calories. Anyway, let's see how we go with these. They look kind of just like regular jellies. They smell kind of nasty, I have to say. Yeah, they're not great. They just taste like, I don't know what the sweetener is in it, they just taste like sweetener. They're quite plain. The texture's horrible, they're very hard. Anyway, for my final foray into the Heron Foods buffet, I have a product that I have accidentally once bought before because I thought it was something else. I wasn't paying attention, that was my fault. Oh my god. 2 Texas James, I guess that's me, 2 Texas James chicken burgers. These are the little microwavable ready-made burgers that you just heat up for 60 seconds. But this is a whole different game from like a Rustler's or a Feaster's, which are pretty gnarly in their own right. But this is a whole nother level. So this is what we have. So the bun is very soggy, very steamy because it's been in the microwave. Oh my god. That is a chicken burger. This absolutely floppy, grey, soggy, greasy, like, is supposed to be a chicken burger. It does come with a real sachet of Heinz mayonnaise, so I guess that's one thing that will make it a little bit less painful. Oh my god, let's open that up. Oh no. Ooh, all the mayonnaise in the world is not going to make this better. Here we go, like, the meatballs are starting to hit me now, I feel pretty sick. Oh, it's like really molten hot on the bottom. All right, here we go. That's so floppy. There is absolutely no chicken in this whatsoever. It's so spongy. It's so grey. The texture is horrible. The flavour is horrible. It tastes nothing like chicken. It just tastes like all of the just cartilage and skin and really rough bits just minced up. Physically can't eat any more of that. It's so bad. I mean, the Heinz mayonnaise helps. That's fine, but oh no. Yeah, I think that's up there with the meatballs as the worst thing I've possibly ever eaten. That's truly revolting. That's that's a foray into Heron Foods. That is some of the most cursed products I could find in the UK's cheapest supermarket. I don't know who makes these products. I don't know why they make them. I definitely feel also that, unfortunately for some people, it's hard to have access to healthy or even good quality food. So I do feel maybe a little bit smarmy sitting here poo-pooing on all this kind of like budget food. So to make up for that and to make up for wasting all this food, I'm going to round up what I spent on Heron Foods and I'm going to make a donation to my local Merseyside food bank just because I want to not end this video on a bad vibe. But yeah, it's interesting that this stuff's out there. I wouldn't try it personally. I think there's better stuff out there for your money, but okay, whatever. Anyway, well, until next time, bye. Frutella usually make pretty good sweet. No, Luna, no. Come on. No kitties allowed while I'm trying to film. Come on. I'm gonna love editing this later.